Hi, I'm Yapo, and with me today is Wandering Newbie,
Hello.
and we are getting ready to watch Week 2 of the Blood Bowl League. This is
Holy crap.
me playing Nuffleheim against, oh, I just forgot who the coach of Fancy Rat Squad is, Hexacord. And as you can see, he's got 4 mercenary line rats, and he's picked up a Wandering Apothecary. And this is really not a good thing for Skaven to be, because he's got 7 line rats, 2 gutter runners, a storm vermin, and a thrower.
Yeah, it's a lot to be down for Skaven, especially down a gutter runner.
Yeah, gutter runners
'Cause,
are the absolute star players of a Skaven team.
yeah, it's like, you know, Khemri being down a Tomb Guardian, or okay, I'm trying to think of other things Bob I've ever played as Khemri. Or being down a vampire.
Yeah, that too. That'd be bad.
That
You
would be
wouldn't want to do that.
terrible. But yeah, they're your main positionals. It's pretty much what you base your team around.
Yeah, and they're the ones that are your main scoring threat as well. Even though most of the team has extra movement, most of the team is designed to get punched, so your gutter runners don't get punched. Like literally, that's what people who play Skaven look at their line rats as, is punching bags.
Yeah, and they're cheap too, so you know. Ooh, get the ref. I hope I see some extra fouling this half.
Also, I think you started before I did because that came up on yours before mine.
Oh well, I'll pause for a second. There we go.
All right, are we better now?
Yeah, technical difficulties, the best part of any LP. Anyway.
Yeah, this is what I normally set up to do, even
Oh
against
fuck.
not rats, is punch everyone I can on the line.
And you already KO'd somebody.
Yep, but he's just a
Really
loner. He
noticed
doesn't
that.
matter. For
Yeah,
those
and like any LP team, your rats can be down like 5 to 11 and still score in a single turn.
And for those not in the know, the journeyman, if you have less than 7 players available to play a game, you get what are called journeymen to replace them, and they're always the cheapest player on the team, and they always come with no skills except loner.
No, they don't come with skills even if the base player came with skills, like say in Amazon.
No, they come with just the base player skills. They don't come with anything extra.
All right.
And then they have loner, which if you try and re-roll a loner player, you roll a d6, and if it's 1, 2, or 3, it just eats the re-roll and nothing happens. And if it's 4, 5, and 6, you get to use a re-roll like normal.
But it's you will always not pull off the loner roll. I've I think in any game I've played against I call them mercenaries, journeymen. I have never seen somebody pull off loner.
Mercenaries are what Cyanide calls them, um, and journeymen are what the rulebook calls them. So it's kind of one of those weird things.
And I see we got our extra leader reroll.
Yep. So it
Thank
saves
God.
me 40,000 in team value, which saved me him getting a wizard this time. So it's a very good thing to have.
Wizard is a nasty thing. I hope that gets to be shown off at least once in the LP.
We're gonna have to probably not be in a league to have a wizard, but
True. Pretty much what the wizard is you get a choice of a nice area. Oh, failed going for it's the best. Oh, and failed loner roll, even better.
yeah,
um,
and it's
your
his
wizard, your
very
wizard gives
first
you
action of the turn.
right. Your wizard gives you a choice of either casting a fireball, which does a nice little 3x3 square, and you get a chance of KOing anything in that allied or not, or you do a one target square, and I think you can get a injury on the one target.
No, you can get an injury on any of them. It's just the to hit roll on a lightning bolt is 2+, and a to hit roll on a fireball is 4+.
Oh, there you go. So generally, you save it for when somebody's going in for a touchdown,
And
or
then
at the
zap them.
yeah, or at the beginning of the half when everybody's bunched up on the line. If you want to take out a couple guys all at once.
And double skulls. Hooray. It's great fun.
It's always the best. It's generally where most of my rerolls always go, are double skulls or failed dodges.
How often do you dodge as Kimmery?
You'd be surprised.
That might be part of your problem.
When you're. Oh my god. Oh, that's upsetting. So close to the serve.
I was
But
trying.
but no, when you're in a shitty situation as Kemri, you do what you have to do.
And I finally get the ball back, and I'm trying to decide if I wanted to pass or do whatever and try and quick score. But since I'd already used my reroll, I was like, wait a
Yeah.
minute, I need catch before I do that.
Now, again, a lot of people in the thread going down against, that's not proper wording, but whatever. Agility 3, passing and catching and all that. Take it from somebody who played Kemri most of his time playing Blood Bowl. Agility 3 is not bad for passing and catching. I mean, yes, it is a coin flip, but I've done passing with Agility 2.
The problem with a coin flip against Skaven is, though, if I drop the ball, a gutter runner will grab it.
This is true.
And then I changed my mind about passing and decided I was just going to try and punch gutter runners as best I could.
It's always a good strategy, too. Gutter runners come with dodge, correct?
Yep.
Yeah,
And
but
9 movement.
because you're Norse, you have the advantage because you block on everybody.
Yeah, also, they only have 2 strength.
This is true, so no matter what, you're getting a 3-die block unless there's tackle zones in the way.
A 2-die block.
2-die, sorry.
Yeah, you have to get 2 assists for a 3-die. Because it has to be more than twice the strength.
Right.
But they're still one of the most threatening players probably in the entirety of Blood Bowl as far as scoring on you. And I'm kind of surprised you didn't try and surf my werewolf there, but
Right, because as well as coming with dodge, they have agility 4, so they're dodging on a 2+.
also just completely full of bullshit.
Yeah. 1-turn touchdowns. The worst.
Dedicated 1-turn touchdowns are seriously the most boring thing ever.
Yeah.
You just can't do anything about it.
Once you get that gutter runner that has, 2 movement plus, sure feet, sprint, you're never getting a touchdown with anybody else.
Unless some reason your opponent gets a blitz or a perfect defense, and then that rat dies.
Yes, it will.
Anyhow, this is fairly standard Skaven play. Get all of your players that are worth anything away from other players.
Unless you fail your dodge again. He's failing a lot of dodges.
Well, that was a dodge into a tackle zone with a regular line rat. Actually, I think that was a loner, even.
No, because he actually has a name.
Okay. Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Easy way if somebody actually has a naming scheme to tell the difference between you are getting so many double skulls.
Yes, I am. But
It's generally how it goes. If you're bashy, you're
'Cause-
gonna roll a lot of double skulls.
I have an extra reroll. It's okay. It's not a death sentence.
Although it is turn 3 and you only have 1 reroll left.
Oh, it's okay. I've got the ball. And I already have KO'd one guy, and he's got 4 loners, so.
Now, I don't know if this happened in the first game, but you saw the little blue circle around the one player when he was going for the pass. It's the interception circle. If he had thrown the pass right there, that I guess that was just a line rat, when it had a chance to intercept the ball, which, unless you have like special abilities, is usually a 6+ roll.
Yeah, 3 agility is a 6+ roll. 4 agility in the open, because it's an agility roll with a -2 modifier. And, no, it's a 7 roll for 3 agility, I guess, then.
No,
Anyhow,
yeah.
it's really hard to intercept a ball unless you have like very long legs and like 4 agility. And even then,
But the thing is, for any player, it's a 6+.
right? Because a 6 makes it work no matter what.
Which is hilarious when you get an interception with the Tomb Guardian.
or with a big guy, or all sorts of fun players to get interceptions with. And here I just decided that when in doubt, blitz gutter runners, because getting them off the pitch is priority number one.
Which is exactly what you did. Actually, was that a gun run?
Mm-hmm. He's got the cape. It's the easiest way to tell.
Ah, yes. So I like about Cyanide. One of the few things I like about Cyanide, other than the fact that it's nice and visual and pretty.
Yeah, watching a video of Fumble would be incredibly boring.
But it is nice that, oh, the dude with the cape is Gunner Runner, because they all fucking look the same.
And there are different labeling schemes you can use besides numbers, and you can actually put positionals on, which is what I play with normally.
Yes, me too.
But the numbers are easier to
I
see.
forget all the time.
Anyhow, not much happened so far. This is a fairly normal game against Gaben.
Trying to reroll. He actually got the loner, too. And then just didn't No, he found the loner.
Yep.
It's weird that it does the little reroll animation for the dice, even though he failed.
Yeah. It doesn't really tell you what happens.
So, there you go. He's getting fucked over by loners a lot.
Which is part of the
Journeymen
reason big guys
really
are so bad, is because they all come with loner. And
well, unless it's an ogre team, but then they're not really big guys, quote unquote.
ogre teams and halflings don't count.
Was that 2 or 3 serfs?
That's 2, I think.
Not up to par, man.
It's turn 4. I don't know what you want from me.
You failed one earlier.
What am I supposed to do? Pick the skull or reroll? Reroll a safe block to try and get a push?
Yeah. Come on.
Also, that's Odin Uglav. I have 3 agility that just got the ball.
Everybody's favorite player. I want him to level and get agility plus.
Well, he's within scoring distance right now in no tackle zones.
I so want him to get agility plus because the whole it's actually questionable whether the Throne would vote on it or not, because it would make the name pointless, but then it would make him a good player.
Yeah, and we couldn't have good players. That's just too much.
No, we need Hail Mary pass and wrestle.
Wrestle's not actually bad. Like, a wrestler would actually help in some spots, but yep. So, Odin Uglav, I have 3 agility now, has a level, presuming he lives through the game.
Oh.
And he's our star player right now. He's got the most touchdowns, he's tied with SVP for Peyton Manley, but... And since everyone was giving me so much shit about my defensive setups, I decided I would just go for the 100% standard elf setup.
Yeah. Generally, you just want to have a nice little screen. This is one of the things I've always disliked about Cyanide, and I think I've mentioned this before, that I really wish they would enable some way to see your own tackle zones, because it would help you set up defenses better.
Well, if you just play against yourself, you can see your own tackle zones.
Oh.
But that kind of takes some of the fun out, so...
Yeah. I need to get somebody with kick.
That would be helpful. Actually, kick is normally the first skill I take on a lineman when they skill up, since they all already have block.
I don't think I've ever taken kick.
You take dirty player, I assume?
Dirty player. Roll double, sneaky get.
Why would you take sneaky get?
So I can foul more. Duh.
It's such a terrible skill, though.
It has saved me.
Alright, and now we are both out of rerolls on turn 4.
Yo, this is amazing.
Yeah.
FYI, sneaky get, if you do a foul and you roll doubles, but you don't break armor, you don't get thrown off the field.
Also, it's an agility skill, so you could potentially give it to Odin Uglav. I have 3 agility no matter what he rolls.
Ah, make him a fouler.
A 90,000 positional fouler. All right, and so now what Hexacor's doing is a pretty traditional rat play. You pick it up with your thrower, and you run towards the back corner of the field so the other players can't get to you. Because two gutter runners can move the ball 18 spaces across the field without making going for it.
Yeah, so generally what you'll see is a gutter or the player with the ball will run up to a gutter runner, do a handoff. That gutter runner will run in, pass the ball to somebody, usually a gutter runner, and then that gutter runner will run in for a touchdown, all in a single turn.
Yeah, because the pitch is only 26 spaces from end zone to end zone, and the gutters can kind of cover 18 of that with two of them.
And it's the most frustrating thing in the world because you're just sitting there like hoping they fail a dodge or something.
Hoping they fail their 2+ dodge or handoff. Or
Exactly. There's just nothing you can do.
anyhow, the good part right now is he only has one gutter runner out. The other one is still KO'd.
So he can't do exactly rat bullshit, but I don't like rats. I play Khemri, so I don't like rats because they get past me and there's nothing I can do.
Yeah. Alright, so now trying for more surfs.
Oh, why didn't you pick the push? Oh, well, that's why.
And I didn't pick the push because the Ulf has no skills.
Oh, I don't recognize players.
The big guys that are gray are the Ulf runners.
Right.
And the only skill they come with is Frenzy, but they are Strength 4. So I take the safe block when I have it, given the opportunity on those guys.
Now his number 14's still free, but then again, it's a journeyman, so.
And he'll move his gutter runner because you don't ever want to leave gutter runners standing next to people.
Right.
Because that's a good way to get people killed or get rats killed. Skaven are another team like Norse that all have armor value 7. But
Except they're kind of like the opposite of Norse in that they're more of a dodgy team than a bashy team.
they've got 2 players that can actually hit, or 3 players if you count the big guy. But the Storm Vermin, like his number 1 there, starts with block and has armor value 8. And then basically the line rats are literally just punching back so your gutter runners don't get hit.
Right. What do they roll on a level up normally?
Storm Vermin?
No, the linemen.
Oh, they're just general.
Right. But is it storm vermin or lizardmen that not storm vermin, Skaven or lizardmen that have mutation access?
Skaven have mutation access on doubles.
Right. So that is another reason why.
They're really, really good.
Yeah. As you can get, claws on your storm vermin.
And you can get horns on your 2 strength gutter runner. Or big hand, so he can pick up the ball in a 2+ no matter where it is on the field.
Or you get horns on one of your linemen, and then he's actually useful.
I don't know that I would go for horns on a double on a lineman.
What would you go for?
That would be kind of silly.
Dirty player?
Doubles on a lineman? Go guard, but
Oh, good point. Good point. Guard. I always forget about guard for some reason. Unless it's like on a big guy. Then it's the first skill you get other than Money Blow if he doesn't have it. Yeti.
yeah. And when in doubt, blitz Storm Vermin, or not Storm Vermin, gutter runners.
No, I wouldn't. Oh, right. No frenzy. I always get confused because it's like half the fucking team that has frenzy.
Most of the time I blitz with one of the frenzy guys, but
Now, earlier you used jump up. Once again, really good move. Comes on 2 of the Norse.
yeah, jump up is good times. I actually like taking jump up on my runners too after I get dodge and sidestep. If I
Right,
still roll
because
doubles. Or still
if you
roll
get-
regular.
Right, because if they get knocked down, then you can still cover some distance with them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And basically, For some reason, he's still running his thrower back while running his gutter runner forward, and he can't pass. I mean, the most you can pass is like a third of the field.
Man, I have no idea what the strategy is at this point. I just figure he's trying to stall so that you can't score. But then why would you move towards the back of the field? Because then you're just going to get knocked down and pick up the ball. And
The best I can tell, it's like he's playing with, like he's got all 4 gutter runners available, and there's one like floating around in the backfield somewhere. Like other than that, I got no idea.
all right, let's see how this plays out.
Like I thought this was strange at the time, but I wasn't gonna complain because there's a blitzer right there. And Skaven games all tend to get to spread out like really far over the pitch.
Makes them harder to keep down too.
Because no matter what you do to gutter runners, they just run away.
Right, and you can't bunch up your tackle zones to make it harder for them to dodge away.
They're just a giant pain in the ass.
All elves, in my opinion, are a giant pain in the ass.
Yeah, those two. Skaven are like more bullshit elves.
Never do going for it.
Yeah. That's why I never try going for it unless I really have to.
Same here. No, that's a lie. I do going for it all the time.
They're technically a 2+, but they're not 2+ at all.
It's like a 4+. But then again, I play Camry. I'm already against the odds.
You just choose bad teams for some reason.
It adds more fun to the game. I've tried to move into better teams, but just that low armor value.
You're ridiculous about that. So how's that 9 armor value on Vampires treating you?
It's 8, thank you very much, and
Okay.
it blows. And I hate you.
Oh, I'm sorry, is that a sore subject? I'm sorry, I'll be nice.
Never take both downs. Ever. Always take attacker down. It just doesn't even matter. Just always take attacker down. It's one of those mysterious hidden rolls.
The both down somehow injure you more.
Exactly. Oh, throw to 4. You should. Oh,
I don't have any rerolls left.
too bad. Just do it. It'll be awesome.
That's a
Yeah.
4+ pass, and he can make it. Also, 4 is Sven, who his
Is he
name
good?
lies. He is not actually the bestest berserker.
I still have hope for Sven. He's just a slow start.
Sven is a useless asshole who literally played 2 turns of last game.
Oh man, look at all these rats lying down on the field. Oh, one die block. Oh. Even though I played bashy teams, one day block is still scary to me.
It's just as safe as going for it with block.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. Despite what everyone may think. It's still relatively safe.
Man, I'm ready for some rat bullshit.
It's a lot harder without the gutter runners around.
It's very depressing, because this does not show off how annoying rats can be.
They really are. Like, that's why I was rerolling catches on handoffs, is because against like a full-fledged Skaven team, if you drop the ball, they will score on you.
These fuckers just come out of nowhere. I never really realized it until I played a game against, +2 movement, sprint, sure feet, and just saw that fucker score.
Another popular is wrestle, tackle, strip ball, and so on a negative 2 die block, it's something like an 88% chance of getting the ball loose.
Also Dauntless.
Yeah.
I don't know if Dauntless was talked about or not, but I can never remember the equation for it. It's something like you roll a die and add to your strength, and if it's more than your opponent's strength, then it's a two die. It's a one die block.
Right. Which I don't think is going to matter in this league. Well, I do play Lizardmen, so all the Norse runners have Dauntless, and that makes it a little more helpful as far as bashing.
Mm.
GFIs into the end zone.
Oh
God.
yeah, those are the worst GFIs going into the end zone.
Yeah, always fail him. And I figured he was going to fall down and die on that one because I didn't have a reroll left. But luckily, he's okay.
But you have an apothecary, so we've been all right.
Do.
It's not like this rat's gonna knock you down anytime soon.
Alright, and I left this in because Hex Court actually sets up for a one-turn touchdown here.
Come
And we've
on,
never seen that before.
I want to see it. I want to see it. Also, this is your generic last turn of the half. Like, I just scored, but now I have to defend. You put 3 linemen on the line because they're useless, or not useless, but they're expendable. And you put everybody way in the back. That way nobody can get blitzed.
Anyone that has any sort of value to the team goes way far away from the line.
Oh, Odin got the touchdown again, too.
Yeah, I thought he was the other one. I thought he was a Squizgar Squigelf. But it'll be okay. He's definitely our star player now. He's got 9 SPP and everything.
That's going to be the Hadwick. Oh, blitz. Heartbreaking. Also because everybody's back.
Yep. Which means Blitz is one of the best kickoff events to get. And I just completely wasted it.
Yeah, pretty much you get to move. It's like you have an extra turn, except you can't use anybody in tackle zones.
But yeah, so the one-turn touchdown here, what he's going to try and do is he's going to try and shove one of my linemen around to get his gutter runner 2 spaces closer to the line, or 2 spaces closer to the end zone. Because all it takes is 2 spaces closer, and he can score on 2 going for it.
It's a lot of chain push shenanigans, pretty much.
And
So
he
you got the
messes
first
it up.
one. Oh,
And doesn't roll a push. Because he's got to block him another time to get the gutter runner pushed a little further.
right.
You can see you could throw a block with that 8 and push him out once more.
And he failed to pick up anyway, so it doesn't matter. It was a good half for the Norse.
It was.
Against a crippled rat team. Oh, look at that eagle.
Yep. He's so majestic. But yeah, so there's the first half. 10v11 next time.